37-year-old Thubdoi Namgyal has been riding on this grassland for 20 years. From horse to bicycle and then onto a motorbike, it still takes the good doctor at least an hour to travel from one nomad camp to another. Strangers terrify 5-year-old Tashi children, but she's always happy to see the man who safely delivered her on a desperate night.
I wanted to go to the county hospital at the time, but we didn't have any transportation. My baby's one leg had already come out, but the other has stuck in my belly. Thanks to Dr. Thubdoi, I could give birth to my baby eventually. He is our savior forever.
Thubdoi Namgyal has safely delivered more than 50 babies in his village over the past 20 years. Since 2012, all pregnant women in Tibet have been required to deliver their babies at hospitals to reduce the childbirth mortality rate. Thubdoi Namgyal has since focused on providing health checkups and workshops for the village's expectant mothers. The doctor says high blood pressure, long-term gastritis, and gynecological diseases are the most common health issues in his village. The cold, dry climate, thin air, and poor nutrition often make life a difficult struggle between humans and Mother Nature.
The government categorizes residential areas in China's underdeveloped regions into 4 levels based on the natural harshness of people's living conditions. Here in Tibet, the criteria is altitude. This pastoral village is a level 4 area, the highest level, which means it's 4,500 meters or 14,700 feet above the sea level.
There's a lot of work for Thubdoi Namgyal to do in his village of 1,000 people. The doctor is on the phone most of the time because in addition to treating patients, he's also responsible for maintaining health records for all children, expectant mothers, and those afflicted with special diseases. At the end of each month, he also must bring the data to the township health office. Thubdoi Namgyal received just over 1,000 yuan or $160 in subsidies from the County Health Bureau each month. He barely has any other income because of time constraints. Still, the doctor says he's never thought about doing anything else to earn a better living.
I think my life is very important to me. And in fact, other people's lives are very important to them as well. I know a little medicine, so I want to take care of other people's lives, just as I do mine. I think this is meaningful, and also a faith of our Tibetan Buddhism.
Thubdoi Namgyal lives with his mother and sister. He hasn't married, but has a partner and 2 children who live in another village. For 20 years, he has spent numerous evenings on emergency home visits, sometimes 2 or 3 in one night.
It's very far from one village to another. The road conditions are very tough. I was riding my bicycle to a village once, and my tire broke during the middle of my way. It was dark, and there was just me. I felt very lonely.
As Thubdoi Namgyal picks herbs on this vast land, he says that back in the day he only wished that he had a motorbike. Now he's planning to buy a pickup truck to drive emergency patients and soon-to-be mothers to the county hospital. The good doctor doesn't have a driver's license, but nobody will probably check on this wild land. Feng Xin, CCTV in Shannan Prefecture, Tibet.